Okay. Hey there, everybody. Actually, let me go to webcam first here. Um, so, in a little bit, I'm going to be going into Genshin Impact. Um, because I don't really know what else to play at this moment in time. It's 2:15 right now. Um, and I've been absent for a couple days. If, you know, for those of you that are just watching this video, you probably don't really know, but um, but um, I had some trouble in real life that just kind of escalated into just to a major headache, and it's looking like it's been resolved, but still it's just irritating. So I've been kind of dealing with that. Um, you know, uh, just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up, I was dealing with unemployment. Hey, I'm unemployed right now. I'm trying to look for work. So until some company wants to consider me as a one of their software devs, there's not much I can really do about it right now. Um, short of going to some kind of mom and pop store right down the street that I can just easily walk to and hopefully get a job there. Um, you know, there's not much I can do. So I'm hoping for the best. Hopefully you'll cross your fingers and hope that my luck changes. Um, but getting unemployment and had some problems with the card that they issued. So uh, I believe everything's been resolved. So I'm keeping an eye on the accounts right at this moment in time to try to make sure that everything's, been relatively fixed. It hasn't been completely fixed, but we'll get there. Um, so, just another one of just another tick on this year, man. I swear this year's been rough. uh, um, okay, um, so I've been kind of, I haven't really been feeling like streaming lately. Um, so, hopefully y'all can understand that. It's been a rough couple days, but I'm back, so we'll keep on doing the push, right? Um, so that's kind of where I've been. I'll get back to doing Pega studying shortly. So if you've been wondering where that's been, apologies. I just, like I said, been dealing with things in real life that's been kind of weighing me down. Um, I know, there's probably a couple of you that's been studying for Pega as well, and you've been appreciating the videos. Um, you know, uh, hopefully the videos have been fairly straightforward, and you've been getting a lot of good, helpful information out of it. Um, Granted, a lot of it's just basically, talking over, giving an audio of, the, uh, doing a read through of their topics and alike. Um, but I hope you really like delving deeper into the Unity and helping yourself trying to um, get that certification so that you can get paid, right? So, uh, you know, um, feel free to comment on the videos and stuff like that. I really do appreciate the comments that you guys give on those videos. Um, so yeah. Um, Last week I finished off Chrono Trigger. And I said that I would be making um, a survey for the next one, and well, I haven't done that yet. Matter of fact, I was planning on kind of doing that like right now, to be honest. Um, Actually, hold on. Oh, okay. Apparently, it doesn't like the fact that right. Okay. Do I have? Is this the old one? Yeah, it's the old one. Okay. So gonna be creating a new survey here, fairly soon. So, um, so yeah. Um, but you know, with the um, you know, I, you know, clearly I slacked off on that. Um, but I'll be creating it here fairly soon. Put up a couple games that you guys might want to see. Maybe I don't know. No one's really thrown out a game suggestion in my Discord. Um, um, or at least I don't think anybody has put up any kind of suggestions right at this moment in time. So, um, yeah. So, let's see. One thing that I want to do is get that stage up and running. So hold on a second. Uh, da, 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 Um, all right, close that out. There we go. Now we got a stage going. All right. Um. So yeah. Game survey is gonna be up here shortly, or at least, um, I need to get a game list going. Hold on. Professional streamer. Professional. Honest. Um. Oh yeah. Um. Let me see. Actually, hold on. Let me move this over to this window. There we go. Close that down, and let's see, studio mode. Let's see. I need to add a browser. Actually, hold on. Let's do window capture. Um, um, okay. And that should do. Okay. And then screen. And then we'll do, I guess, we can just do a transition. There we go. All right. So, um, Chrono Trigger is done. Hold on. Let me blow my nose here real quick. Be right back. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So, we've finished off um Chrono Trigger, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. Um, so we need 4 new games um, to attempt again. Now I'm um, one of the I know that a lot of you are some of you have been like really wanting me to play um, or at least one of you have been really wanting me to play the um, oh, what's it called? Ha 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 ha. Which one was it? Monster Hunter. And I said that after I would be done with Honkai Star Rail, which I figured it will eventually get to a point where I'm gonna reach the end of it and um, there's not gonna be anything there, and then I'll switch over to Monster Hunter World, and then maybe go back and forth between the two. That's an idea that I was kind of having. But I want to wait until I'm done with Star Rail before I switch on over to before I do um, Monster Hunter World. Okay, so don't really want to do that for Wednesday. I want to kind of stick with games that have a ending to them for the most part. So, um, so let's see. Um, Unfortunately, a lot of these are, or quite a few of these are like multiplayer based. You know, such as Guns of Icarus, Hasbro Battleship, for example, and stuff like that. So it's a little odd to see um, those, in single player. So, um, um, I've already talked about how Batman. I feel like I'm missing some games there, so didn't really want to. I didn't feel like adding those games to the list right at this point. Um, until I can get, all the main story based Batmans, um, so that I can, potentially go through them one after another. Um, Black Desert is a massive multiplayer, so basically on the lines of um, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Monster Hunter, so on and so forth. So that's obviously gonna that would be a long term, much along the lines of Rift. You know, same kind of idea behind that. So, um, we can do maybe a Sega Wednesday night. Could could try that out. Don't know how well that'll work, but I mean we could try it out. Um, uh, could maybe try like Torchlight. Start going through like the Torchlight series as a possibility. Now I've played through all of Thief Simulator, and I don't think there's really been any like major updates with it. I think there's been like maybe one update or so on it, and that's about it. So, I'm pretty much ignoring a lot of the Star Wars. I kept on getting hit with copyright claim, copyright claim, copyright claim on all the Star Wars games that I played. So, um, that is just a minefield of, um, Star Wars music copyright claims. So don't really want to do that. Um, could go through all of my time at Porsche. Haven't played through all of that. So, uh, so let's see. I'm gonna create a survey. Let's see. Copy the survey. Okay. Wednesday night game. Okay. Okay, so last time we had Goat Simulator 3, Breath of the Wild, Chrono Trigger, and Lego DC Supervillains on the um, last time we did um, the Wednesday night. Um, and I think I only got, okay, I got 4 answers. 2 on Chrono Trigger, 1 on Lego, and 1 on Goat Simulator. So there's obviously some interest in Lego and Goat Simulator. But no one picked Breath of the Wild. But then again, Nintendo's pretty rough when it comes to their games right at this moment in time. So, I'm thinking I'll leave Goat Simulator 3 in there. And I'm going to take out both Chrono Trigger and Breath of the Wild for now. Now remember, I do want to guys and give you guys the option of if you want to, um, if you want me to try to do one of the other endings for Chrono Trigger, let me know. Okay, um, but yeah. Okay, so we have 2 games that we can fill in, right? So my time at Porsche could be one. Um, I mean, let me put down the Sega Mega Drive and Genesis Classics. Okay. Now, this might be a fairly long playthrough of that because I don't know what's all in the Sega Mega Drive and Genesis Classics list. There's um actually let me look that up right now. Um, if I'm not mistaken, it's like something like around 150 games or something like that, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. So it is a lot. So so that might take up like Wednesday for forever. Playing through all the different games. Um, so let's see. Okay, 50 titles. But let's face it, each one of those games could take, easily, um, could easily take, you know, um, oh, really? It appears that Sega removed the Sonic games from this? Did that really happen? Oh, wow. Apparently this happened last year. Didn't know about that. Um, that's unfortunate if that is indeed the case. Um, because one of the reasons why I kind of got this was the idea that I could play the Sonic games. They're even advertising the Sonic games on here, so that would be quite irritating if they went about doing that. Um, One of their videos is showing the fact that you know you have um, Sonic being shown in one of their videos. So that's basically false advertisement. If they pulled Sega from it, if they pulled Sonic from the game. Hmm. Hold on. Let me pulled Sonic. Um. Let's see. Hmm. Well, I hope that the games are still there because that's one of the main reasons I bought that was because everybody was saying like, hey, you need to play Sonic. Hey, you need to play Sonic. Hey, you need to play Sonic. But I never owned the Sega, so never had a chance to. Hmm. Would have been pulled. All right. Um. Okay, so there's an option. But again, that might be something that might take a while to kind of play through it all. So, played a bit of RPGs. Um, let's see, we got a Lego going right at this moment in time. Um, hmm. Let's see. What else do I want to play? We could do Evil Genius 2. I've heard that it's not as good as the first one, but I mean, I know I haven't tried it out yet, so I don't really know. Um, could do XCOM 2, but you know, everybody should know that I'm probably gonna do a lot of save scumming. So you'll have to uh, you'll have to deal with that. Um, hmm. I was able to get some of these games for free. Maybe I should try one of those. Don't want to do Unreal because that's more of a multiplayer. Overcooked 2 is again a multiplayer. Um, hmm. Let's see. Um, does did Steam have this game at all or no? Um, hmm. Okay, it does, and apparently out of the few people that have purchased it, it hasn't really been. I had a lot of. Um, I mean, it's still very positive according uh, to Steam here. Hmm, it might be interesting. You know what? Let's go ahead and add it to the list. I'll add it to the I'll add it to the survey. All right. Um, uh, Preview survey. Next. Okay. Share a survey link. Copy that. And multiple responses off. Cut off date and time. Close this collector on Tuesday. There we go. Right. All right. Okay, so now new poll. Alright, so chrono trigger is done for now. More endings later. Here is a new poll for Wednesday nights. Vote here. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I think we are done there. I'll go ahead and close on down. Don't need that anymore. All right. So surveys up and running there, folks. So if you guys want to put in your, votes for what game I should play for Wednesday nights, there you go. I'll have the final results will be on Tuesday. So um, for anybody that's watching this video later, I'm currently doing this on the 13th of September 2023. The vote will end on September 19th, 2023. So, there you go. Okay. So, another thing that I wanted to talk about. Um, so yesterday, September 12th, a lot of people got hit with some really confusing, mind-boggling, and downright stupid news from Unity. Let me kind of close this down. And is it still showing? Yeah. So apparently, um, don't know exactly when they made the announcement. I think it was yesterday. Maybe it was the day before. Not sure. Um, but they made a fee change to Unity, a runtime fee, as they call it, meaning that anytime the game is downloaded, um, the game developer has the potential of being charged um, up to 20%, or well, I mean, it was they were going to be charged 20 cents for per install. Um, Now, needless to say, that upset quite a lot of people. Um, Basically saying, okay, one, how are you gonna be able to, track all that information, which Unity isn't providing any information on, and well, they're probably gonna get sued here pretty soon if they haven't already. And two, um, you know, they a lot of people are like going, well, okay, everybody could basically screw us over, or there's a ton of problems with what they proposed um, about the whole per install. Basically, some people put out that, hey, I put my game up on, Epic Games, and I haven't sold anything, and so you know, uh, once I get past that benchmark, or that minimum amount that you're saying is needed, um, I'm gonna start owing you money, to pay you back. But I haven't personally made any money because a lot of these are free. You know, there were a lot of free installs, so I'm not getting any money for these free installs. Now you're telling me that I'm owing you 20 cents per install to you. So there's a lot of controversy going on with Unity right at this moment in time. Now if you guys don't know, or if you don't really remember, I did a little bit of Unity programming for a while, um, or at least I tried to. I say Unity programming, but it's more like Unity programming. um, I tried to do what I could to maybe kind of create a game, and uh, you know, I took on a lot. I'll admit. And it felt like there wasn't like a ton of features that I could have used with Unity, with what my idea was. Um, so um, it felt like I was having to kind of create more than what was already given. But then again, I could be totally wrong. There probably was a lot for me to kind of use that I could have tried for. I don't really know. Needless to say, the game was never finished, and it would take a lot for me to try to get back into building it back up. I would have to basically kind of reteach myself Unity and try to go back into the code that I made before and see if I can one, make heads or tails, and two, um, you know hopefully know more and fix issues that I created. But now that they did this, though, with this whole 20 cents, I don't know if I really want to anymore. Um, this is souring um, my judgment about wanting to use Unity. So, um, I mean, there's the fact that some indie companies, some that were have been quite successful, they're planning on just pulling the game straight from the shelf because of this. Should tell you everything that you need to know about it. Okay. Um, um, what was that one game? Cult of the Damned or something like that. Um, Cult of the Lamb. Um, you know, that's done on Unity, and well, um, because of this, they're planning on pulling the game because you know they want to use the money that they got from that game to um, work on the next one, right? Um, so um, I don't know how many downloads it was, but you know, it could be it could be deleted here there fairly soon because of the fact that um, Unity made this change, and it's retroactive there, folks. They are planning on doing this for everything. You know, from what I understand, they're planning on basically saying, hey, any past games that have used Unity and have met the threshold, we are going to go ahead and charge you 20 cents on per install. So yeah, it's not a lot of people are like trashing Unity because of the um because of that. So it's been yeah. Now, I'm not a news site or news reporter or anything along those lines, but I mean, there's plenty of other YouTubers that have already discussed Unity already. Um, Asmongold was one of them. What was the other one that I saw? Hold on, let me go back to my history and kind of see. Um, uh, Bellular News, who's also an indie developer. Um, you know, both of them both of them have basically given a lot more information than what I could do. Okay, so don't you know? If you want more information, go check out those two YouTube channels out. Okay, Asmongold TV and Bellular News. So Bellular News. And if you don't know who Asmongold is, you need to pull yourself out from underneath that rock. So, um, so yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do in terms of the old GGG game that I'd been kind of messing around with. Um, it being a top-down 2D board game, I guess you might call it. Real-time strategy, what have you. I don't feel like Unreal Engine would be the best to use. I don't know if they're really, I don't think Unreal Engine is ideal for that. Um, I could always try to make it into like um, a 3D style game, but I on my own, um, that would be uh, that would be a little rough, I would imagine. Um, plus, plus the problem that I would have is that I want the player to have a little bit more knowledge about their field of vision. You know, I want them to be able to kind of see more of the map than just like what's right in front of their face. So, like a real-time strategy. Um, so I don't know if Unreal would be able to really pull that off. So, um, I don't even know. I don't know what other engine might be able to compare, but at this moment in time to consider moving that over to something else. So yeah, that's basically news about Unity lately. So, um, but a lot of people have kind of lost trust in Unity and got pissed off at Unity. So, um, which is quite hilarious. I actually applied to a gaming company a couple days ago for being a Unity, VR programmer. Now I don't have any background in being a VR programmer, so I couldn't necessarily, I was like, I don't have the knowledge there, but I wouldn't mind learning, you know. Um, let me learn, and I'd be happy um, to kind of work on that or work towards that. But um, it was quickly kind of rejected. So um, so yeah, it's a bit It's a bit rough. So, a lot of things going on with Unity lately. So, if there are some Unity games out there that you guys want, you guys might want to get it now before the beginning of this year. Apparently, I think they mentioned the fact that the fees would start January 1st. Yeah. Now, from what I understand, Unity is losing quite a bit of money. They've been kind of in the red lately. So, or from what I understand, they've been in the red lately. So, I can understand them trying to figure out something that they're trying to find out ways to make money. Well, this isn't it. This is not it. You know, everybody's pretty much ragging on them, and um, all the other engines that are out there. Yeah, they're capitalizing on this. They're basically saying, "Hey, Unity doesn't like you guys, but you can come on over to our engine, and we'll use you know you can use ours." So um, but I mean, all these other games, Cuphead, Rust, Pokemon Go, it's like, yeah, it's you know, a lot of people have been quite upset with this. Um, so yeah, it's a lot of people have been kind of putting the blame on the current CEO. Um, and from what I understand, this particular gentleman has been kind of in center of like multiple different controversies. Um, Here, let me kind of. Um, oh yeah, the fact that he also sold his stock as he sold off stock in Unity before this announcement too. Oh. Um, let's see. I think he was part of like EA at one point in time. Yeah, also the former CEO of EA. And many of the discussions about Unity's new fees have brought up comments he made last year about game devs, including some choice words about developers who didn't want to focus on monetization in the early stages of game development. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, here, let me. Including some choice words about developers. Let's see. Oh, this doesn't talk about his choice words. Where is his choice words? Okay, that's stupid. You put a link to a non-article. Congratulations. Whatever. But yeah, needless to say, Unity's Unity's not looking good. And to be honest, um, I don't know. It's feeling like this particular gentleman here, you know, yeah. Um, Alright, well, I'm not gonna say anything more than that because, you know, there's a lot going on with this. So if you guys have any kind of stake in Unity, either like, maybe you're part of, you know, creating said games, maybe you were trying to create a game, maybe you just recently uploaded a new game onto Steam or something like that, hoping for, to make it. Maybe you're part of a small indie studio, whatever. But if you're using Unity, then I'd be I'd be focused on what's going on right at this moment in time because this would be a scary time for you. So it doesn't give me any kind of trust about it. Um, I'm looking at this and going, yeah, maybe I should move my attention elsewhere. But we'll see. We'll see. Um, okay, so uh, I think what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording here in just a second, and we're going to switch on over to Genshin Impact. Here, you know what? Let me make sure. All right, okay. Um, so yeah, gonna do some Genshin Impact later on tonight, just to kind of um, um, take my mind off of a lot of the things. We're gonna be probably playing some more Genshin Impact again tomorrow as well. Um, you know, today's Wednesday right now, um, which would normally be my Chrono Trigger, but don't really have that, so or that's done. So we got Genshin Impact today and tomorrow. So okay. Um. So let me go ahead and start up the game. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording right now.